first child will come and sit down in the dining table with parents and fathers and say, Father, tell me the story of the ancient time. What has happened? The father will sit down and tell the story. In the 21st century, they believe what is abstract and what is real.
Oh, Spirit of the living God, come down in our souls, and dwell in every soul. We are pleading on Thee to come, Comforter of all, Teacher of universe, come and dwell in our souls.
Come, Holy Spirit, fill the hearts of the faithful. Send forth thy spirits and they shall be filled.
And thou shalt renew the face of the earth.
Let us pray.
O God, give thy light of the Holy Spirit, lead instruct the hearts of the faithful. Grant thy innocent spirit, when you not only wise, and ever rejoice in consolation, through the same Christ our Lord.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed art thou among women, blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and the hour of our death. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end.
Father in heaven, today we are here and gathered in your name under the call of Joseph, your foster father. We are friends of St. Joseph. We have come to discuss and find solution on how we are to live our life in this difficult time, with every changes, with many things going on. This is a community of love. Give us something of that, St. Joseph. Help and wake all fathers of this devotion. Oh dear St. Joseph. And then we answer the call like you have answered in defending the Holy Family of your faithful heart, and help in building up the work of salvation. We hope that beginning from today onward, this mission you have entrusted under our care will be protected through your help and through our instrumentality with your grace. We ask this through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
May the most gracious God,
Also from the sacred head of our Lord Jesus Christ, the temple of divine wisdom, tabernacle of divine knowledge, and sunshine of heaven and earth, cover us now and forever. Amen.
in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I don't know whether you are seeing what I'm saying. Those who are father are the losers, because every warfare is channeled to them in the reality of it. The reality of it. The only person that can survive the present world as a father and remain happy and fulfilled is somebody who possesses the spirit of St. Joseph. I will give you an instance, or a few instances before we go, which is part of our introduction. And that is one of the reasons why this unique vocation of Prince of St. Joseph is important in apostolic now. Especially the formation necessary to two things: to save their soul and for them to live their fulfilled life on earth. Every true father, let me begin from young men. Every young man growing up has a vision of how he wants to build up his life. Those ending up in family has so to say, a dream of the type of family you want to build. and how you intend to train your children. But oftentimes, that dream does not come exactly as the person dreamt it. There are many causes and factors that cause that dream not to come in reality. Number one is the changing of time, what we call the change that is occurring in society. Society keeps on changing. And when the fathers are not changing with the timetable of the world and the growth of the global changing, they will be caught up. In fact, even their children in future will regard them, Father, you are old, old age. You don't belong to in this new model. And the father will be confused. That man will be confused. Because he seems not to be understanding the language of the time in which he is even living. He doesn't understand it anymore. So that is the first part. Why fathers cannot fulfill their dream, which is the basic and fundamental. Second one, because the world is changing, their wife as well will change very fast. The goal of the wife or the fashion, the ideology of the wife in societies may change with time. Women quickly change. Women quickly change faster than men. I don't know maybe if you have a workshop, you can ask the question, why do women change faster, adapt easily than men? Men hardly change easily. So I don't know whether you are seeing it that way. Do you think that men can change easily than women?
No. Women change fast.
Yeah.
Women.
Yeah, women change faster. Men hardly change. Imagine clothing, just a clothing. A man can maintain one series of clothing for centuries without passing. You see this red cap for Igbo people and this is Isiago for men. That clothes has passed centuries and refused to change. But you cannot count how many fashion women have changed from 1960 to 2000. It is more than 20 or 10. Every year, women can change, but men doesn't change. Because of that, difficult to change. Men find it difficult to change. When their women are volatile, changes very fast. Problem comes in. Men become the victim of that change. They how to manage that woman. The woman you know as a child when you married that woman, you will no longer vow to know that woman after living for that woman for the next 10 years. But that woman may know you after 20 years, after even 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, she still know you well. But you cannot know that woman in the next 10 years. Why? Because of the volatility and changes of women. So this is another reason why, which is a part of things we're going to discuss if all the speakers will come and we'll discuss it. Then you come back to your children, which is the topic I'm going to treat today, the 21st century children and the Christian Father's intervention. Now, our own children as well have the highest gravity of change. These 21st century children, when we go into it, we are going to explore who are the 21st century, what are the drivers, the thing that is driving 21st century children, and how is it affecting the family at that time. But the brief thing I will tell you today is that if you are a father and you did not enter at least know little thing about 21st century children, you will have heart attack easily and die. For example, if you're a father that train your children in Catholicism, teach them catechism, take them to, even hand them over to a priest to live with, they grow up.
That child can suddenly wake up one morning and say, Father, I want to become a traditionalist. Or say, Father, I'm now, or call you on phone, I'm now the pastor of Deeper Light. He can wake up and say, I'm now a Muslim. You will not understand what actually happened. If a father that does not have the mind of St. Joseph can quickly collapse, that piece of information can make you not to sleep for the whole night, not to eat food. What of the people who will wake up in the morning, a child you trained, take to school, do everything, try to make sure the person come up. The person will come back with a letter, a full letter signed by him or her, and tell you that I received your message that you are the one who make cheat that are not progressing in my business. And ask you, Father, what have you done? Tell me when you have done nothing other than goodness by taking care of him or her. And he will carry Bible and say, you swear that you are not a witch. There is nothing we are not experiencing in 21st century children. If the person can even be merciful to you, some people can go as far as say denounce you that I don't have anything to do with this man and go his own way. A father that does not have the heart of St. Joseph can wake up one morning and commit suicide. I went to this place, the last place I went for the organization, where is that diocese? Osogbo. I went to Osogbo. One of the encounters I had there is a woman came to me and told me that the husband committed suicide because the children refused to change. She went out and she told them, she went have about 5 children. He tried as many as he could not do it. He went out and hanged himself, but did not come back. This is a practical thing happening. Now they have died. To the children, does he change the children? No. All of them are suffering. All the children now are suffering the cost. Whatever is their consequences will be. But this is the agony of men of 21st century. When they did not live in the spirit of St. Joseph, we are going to go about it. So when we enter the teaching properly, this is just like a proper introduction. The most important part now is, because of all these combined factors, there is tension, inflation, things are getting hard every day, things are becoming more difficult. Despite that these tensions are there, the society is not helping issue. Things are moving fast. In fact, how can we save and prepare for tomorrow? What are the variable things men can do to prepare for their old age and for their retirement and many things? Many young ones are not thinking of that. And when that old age comes in, that becomes something they cannot withstand. Because they must know that the energy they have today, they will not have it tomorrow. The young fathers must know that and prepare their life, how to live it, and how to live their savings, and how to save for. And what type of saving are the men have to do? Putting money in bank is a waste of that money, because the percentage of the money will be depreciating. If you are, the only way of saving is how to, if you get 10 million naira, you put it inside the bank. You are just the most foolish person in this world, because Tinubu will take his own tax in that money. Inflation will take, Tinubu will take 3%. The inflation will take 0.7%. Before you calculate everything, the bank will take their own charge. In the real capital of that money, the money will be depreciating every minute and every second, enriching the lazy bankers we have in this country and lazy government who are criminals and thieves. Then, how will you survive? You need to invest in real variable assets as a father. Any income that comes into your hand, in your useful must be split into some parts, up to 5 parts. There can be one for expenses, there can be percentage for charity, there will be percentage for health, there must be bigger, not less than 20% for savings. Once these things are done, you are preparing for other. Saving must be done in such a way that once that money comes, see it as not existing in the capital fund. As when you get 1,000 naira, remove 200 naira as so that the money you receive is 200 naira. Because if the tax, people who are charging, they put that 200 naira, it disappear in your head. Is it not true? So why not you disappear that 200 naira and work with 800 naira as the money that exists, no matter how little it is. Then, and invest that 200 naira to something that is transactional. It can be land or real estate. It can be a property which can transact. It can be anything. It can even be in something that is turning over. Anything else. If not, at the older age, the time you are supposed to rest, you now prepare to work. Prepare to work at that time. It's a reality. And this is what we're going to discuss. Now, how do you now manage your health on this 21st century? Many fathers does not have time to rest all through their youth, youthful time of strength, without knowing that that rest is necessary as part of the means to become more healthy. We work, that's why I'm not comfortable with what Soludo was doing in Onitsha. I'm not comfortable. I didn't support that idea of stopping, of destroying people on market, or even intervening. Because Onitsha people we know, from Monday to Saturday, including Sunday, does not rest. If it is this sit at home that will make them rest, let them rest. Let them rest for once. Because even church, they don't go church. On Sunday, they finish their church service. Either they go for meeting, one kind of meeting or the other. They follow. In the evening, they open their shop. When it's on the people resting. If it is this security and this thing that will force the other people to sit down one day and rest. And they will open the market 6 to 7 p.m. in the night, 24 hours for rest. In overseas, even in the other developed country, even China is a typical example. By 1 o'clock, for instance, you will be begging a Chinese to come and help you do something they are going for. That 2 hours rest everywhere we woke up. They love money, but they love that rest. If you now go to the restaurant, that is all the restaurants in the street, from that 1 to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, normally 2 hours, everywhere closed. Give them money that time, they say no. People don't have that culture. The Chinese holidays, once is Chinese holidays, those 2 weeks or 3 weeks they are doing Chinese holidays, everywhere completely locked. All importation stop all over the world. Rest is very, very important for health. And this rest will then transcend to recreation. We are going to look at it in our discussion more. We transcend to recreation. Recreation is just like what I was encouraging on the people. Why can't you, as a father, maybe the house is charged up, too much attention, the children, this person. Put all of them in a vehicle, bring them to mainland, connect their phone, tell them, after morning prayer, go and sleep. Everyone should go and sleep. You go and rest. Rest for 3 days. Carry them in the vehicle again, go back. When you get back to the house, everybody will come with another new brain. A new idea will come. Peace in your realm again. But when you and your family does not have time to withdraw from the activity and the environment and come out to rest, when the woman is fully agitated, he will pour it on you. You receive it as a consequence of not resting. The children will become tense up. They will hammer it on your head. You will be the shock absorber, receiving all tensions. But when you take them out for some time and bring them to a quiet place like this. Pray their morning food, afternoon, three meals, this square meal. You yourself take one room, go there and sleep, but nobody should knock at this place except time to eat. If you want to pray, pray. If you don't want to pray, sleep. There is no prayer bigger than that type of recreation. No prayer bigger than that. Because God, who had rest as a commandment, knows why He put it. You will be healthier. You will be healthier because some people think that the health is only when you drink all the drugs in this world. It is time to rest and check yourself and know, how is my body reacting? How is my body? And you can equally use that to create exercise. Do you know what I intend to do in this here? Maybe next year we're going to do it. We're going to, there's some of our friends, I know, some of the men, family, I know that they have a complete gym, massaging machines, all these things. I know they have it. They don't have time to use it. So, I will ask them to bring it. I will not hire all of them. We are going to set it next time we come and put it in our program. Every morning you enter the gym, you do massage. When you finish massaging, you will have enough time to go and sleep. Because in a program like this, we are not coming here mainly to come and pray about that. The greatest part of our prayer is rest and the discussion. Because the conference, we discuss the reality of life. When you go home, you begin to think of how to gather your family with prayers and coordinate them well and plan for their future. Now, we have it. You have time to rest, put all those matters on that. At least you put it. I may hire therapists. It is not evil that the therapist will come and massage your leg. There's nothing bad in it. As a father, as an old man, massage your leg, and so that your tempo, your BP will come down. I told the brothers, the other time I went to a lawyer, I said, you know, one of the things you can do to your father, when you go home, and even your mother, when you go home, you go down, massage them, massage their head, massage their back, massage their leg. When you do it every day, you do it like 2 weeks you will stay at home. When you go back, they will be longing for you to come back. It is more than the cash and money or kai they bring to you, to father. You know, the greatest gift every father or even women are even learning it is to buy kai for you, so that you will drink it and die of fast. So nobody cares about your maintenance, your calmness, your rest, and the other thing. They see it as you don't need pleasure. But you should know this. You should know it. Because you need to live long in this tense world in order to take care of those children and have people who will transfer wisdom to the younger generation. When in the average, you come to my village now, sorry to mention this, you come to my village now, the oldest person is not up to 70. It is not a good thing. The oldest is not up to 70. Then, that's the confusion. When we're supposed to be when our father, the world is a very imitative world, they say that time, even the medicine, all these things not there. The government called Olo-Nigeria, my dad. He lived up to 90, 95, 97, 100. Now, the oldest is not up to 70. You now tell me that things are right. Things are not right. So we as fathers need to come down and have this conference. This conference is necessary. If they don't come, let them continue to pursue money and run away and be so busy in the world that you don't have time for yourself for a conference that can help you. When the person is gone, the world continues. This is that the world will stop if anybody dies. The world will not. Yeah. So this is the message why we have this conference. This is a preamble so that the fathers will see the great need to imitate St. Joseph and be able to get themselves real organized for the world ahead and do the work of God for conversion. Precious blood of Jesus Christ. Yes. So people now understand where we are going. Well, now let's now concentrate completely on what we have. First century children and Christian fathers' intervention and responsibility. That's the topic we are to reflect on. This topic is quite vast, but I will reduce it as much as I can to accommodate the time we are to share in this message. First of all, how I'm going to run the discussion is that, first of all, understanding who are the 21st century as to compare to the ancient time. When I mention ancient time, time before 21st century, and that the difference between ancient, when I mean ancient, when I'm talking about ancient, I'm talking about children of the early days, of the past days, and the children of the present days, which we call 21st century. We're going to make a comparison to see how they are and see the difference. And that will prepare our mind to the intervention of fathers and the responsibility of the fathers. To know how to tighten up their belt to be able to handle these children and accommodate them as a father. Without the father losing it all, or even because of these children die off, or because of these children begin to drink, begin to spend their days in bar, or begin to even lose hope, totally hope in them. And how can this 21st century be drawn back to God? What are that angle to draw them back to God? The father must know the angle where they are and how to draw them back to God, even in the midst of all this confusion. So this is how we are going to be. So the first, who are the 21st century children? The 21st century children is all those children and all those youths that are caught within the year 2000 upwards. All those youths and children that are caught within this generation, this industrial revolution, when a computer become a revolutionary industry in the world that are trying to change everything, that the world is coming to become a global world. You can sit in your room and you are connecting to people outside you. These are the 21st century children. And they have many names you call them. Some call them smart children. Smart children. They are smart. So some call them global children. The world of social media children. Children who are proud of how many friends and how many followers that they have. Children who are ready to make friends they have never seen and marry somebody they have never seen because only the person they see in the internet. These are 21st century children. Children who can equally do business without the person they have not seen in the global world. They do different business, do things, and they come back home. These are 21st children. So the 21st children are really revolutionary children. Their code today is that they have many fathers, they have many mentors, other than their own father and their own teacher. And that is one of the language you can hear today. We call my fan, my fan, my fan. Somebody who claims to be a celebrity can only claim to be a celebrity because he has many followers, which he calls his fan. A fan. Somebody can have more than 5,000 followers, 20,000 followers. He calls them fans. And every morning before he wake up, he go and greet them. Before greeting even those people around him, he greets their fans, those who are following him. Become the priority, become closer intention. He shares his inner life and personal life to the followers. He can see it in any form. They can easily snap themselves naked and post it in the social media to entertain those who are following them. These are 21st century children. They receive payment in doing more evil in the internet, in social media. The more they do the evil that attract people and make people to laugh, the more they get paid by the sponsor of the 21st century world. And they are vital. They believe themselves to know more than every other one. If you don't belong to the class, you are a KE, you are outdated, you don't know the fashion. Unlike the ancient children we know are those who are brought up by their parents, by their father. And that is why in anybody who sees them on the road will ask, whose son is this? They see you and refer you with your family and tag you with your family. The greatest teacher and final, the most important teacher you have in your home is your father and your mother. The father becomes the main teacher of the early children. But today, the father is not the main teacher. It is an outsider. It is the global world. The child at any time will wake up to greet you and tell you, good morning, mommy, good morning, father. These morning children today may wake up in the morning without even remembering that you are alive because they close their ears. They are listening far, very far away. They don't even know that you are existing. You can stay with them in the same home, in the family where you are eating. You think that you are with them. They are very far away with an outsiders. Group of people outside the world you did not know. You stay for 1 month in the home with your children. They don't communicate with you heart to heart. But in the early ancient time, the child will wake up in the morning and ask, Father, what will I do? Tell me a story. Today, the story of the father and the family does not make a meaning to the children. The ancient child will come and sit down in a dining table with the parents and fathers and say, Father, tell me the story of the ancient time. What has happened before? The father will sit down, tell the story, give him the names of many things, which is the history, original history that is fact, that will make the children to live long and know what is value and what should be respected. And know the law and tradition of the town and the villagers. But 21st century has turned all the tradition of the time into different things altogether. They don't know the time. In fact, in the 21st century, they believe what is abstract than what is real. That is why you can now notice that some of our 21st century children are living imaginary. Monitoring evil spirits is following them all through their life. Then somebody is after them they have not seen. The monsters they can never kill is after their life always. Because this is what the social media and all that. They in their head of what they have grabbed from the social world, social media world, form a small madness within their head. They see what others are not seeing. Because they are no longer normal. They have been transformed from the ordinary children to a smart children, a monster, living monster in the world. This is why it is difficult. At times, when you are talking to them, they are not hearing you. They are not hearing what you are saying. Because for someone to hear, the soul and the mind has to be closer to the speaker. You are speaking to your child. The mind is somewhere very far away. The mind of the child is very far away. Where you are talking. He's not even seeing you. That's why he will tell you before you finish that he said, I have somewhere to go. He said, do finish this, and I don't have time for this you are talking. I have somewhere to go. As they are finishing that your nonsense gospel, they are dropping it there. The child is already going to. He connected to somewhere where he wants to receive the real true message of life, of the one that we want to hear. So the fathers, in the ancient days, fathers are in control of their children. Father is the most fearful person they fear. Father is the most person the children fear. Sit down here, the child will sit down. Today, come and tell your son, sit down and say that you can't do anything. Who did the children of 21st century fear? The crowd, the unknown, the people. Who are they serving? The people. That is when I mean the people. The imaginary people, the world, the crowd that existed in the vacuum. That is whom they fear. Because they want to build a reputation for the unknown crowd that does not exist, that they want to be respected. And that's why they call fame, my fame. People will respect me. So what he posts in social media. And that is why whenever there is an argument in the social media, maybe whenever there is a threat for that unknown fame, they are ready to comment. They are ready to spend all their life to defend it. To defend to the crowd they don't even know, can never see in their life. Because they are living an imaginary life. Not their father, not their village people, not even the group, the community to tell them, not. And how we are finding it funny today is that even the government are, in some countries, in some places, in some unique, even entering into Africa, governments have already taken children out of their family. There is someone you will do. You want to train your child and train your child. The child will call police for you. And sue you to court. As a father. You are speaking as a American. He's already coming down to Africa. He's coming down to this country, Nigeria. That the children's rights and all that. No, the children are going away because of the social the 21st century children. You see a father and a mother, or a father and the son, a father and the daughter, going to court, defending themselves. The father will be afraid of the children. When a father becomes afraid of the children, what do you think that child will be? In the natural sense, the father is the head. He's the one who commands. The fear of the father in a family brings wisdom and knowledge to the children. But today, now it is now the children that the father is afraid. If a father comes and says that this child has come home, the heart of the father will go up. Why can't that man die early? When the thing you give birth is bigger than you. The head of what you give birth is harassing you. You are afraid of looking at the head of the child you give birth to. You can't turn the head. The head is bigger than you. Why can't you die quick? That is the problem of 21st century children to complain. In the early time, the father enters his home, everywhere becomes quiet. Everybody adjusts to normal. That is ancient children. The children that respect and follow the father's instruction. If I sit now to talk about, compare the 21st century children and the ancient children, we cannot go. The gap is so wide. The gap is so wide. And we must know this, so as to know how to handle them. If you don't know it, you enter into a very big problem. In 21st century, a daughter cannot come out and wear pants, cannot come with pants and return home. A daughter can return home from anywhere with a pants. And the father will not have power to tell the daughter, go and dress up, cover yourself. And if any father want to claim hard that you are a strong father, then you are digging a grave. How many of them will you fight? You have 5 girls and 2 boys. And all of them, any one of them that came back, will wear pants and dress half naked and come back home. You say, go and cover yourself. As you are scolding the junior one is already more naked and going out. How many will you police? If 5 of them gang together, is it not a close death? How can you now live that life? How will you survive? That is the solution. That is the question now we have. How can we handle the 21st century children? Maintain our faith, live long, and wait to see where the end will be. And that is the question where we are. Having known that the second stage we are entering now. How can a father, a Christian father, who has been traditionally formed, who have traditional mind, who have a good spirit, be able to form his children in 21st century and take responsibility, especially those ones that has loose knot in their head, that has been, especially those ones the society has already turned upside down, either with drug, either with the characters they have swallowed the error of 21st century and take it as their habit in the name as a development or advancement, or they are now socialized, they are now smart children and so on. How will you handle them? It's a big question, but the answer is not far-fetched from the model of St. Joseph, where we have. St. Joseph has some qualities. St. Joseph has some qualities that if any father have it in 21st century, you can handle your children. And the first quality St. Joseph has is the power of prayer and power of silence. St. Joseph speaks at the right time. Joseph prayed all the time. The children of 21st century is not going to be waged by, you don't pass a message to them and expect them to receive it instantly. They receive by experience. 21st century children got their message by experience, not by word. You prove to them, if you want to convert 21st century children, if you want to convince them, you want to pass a message to 21st children, you practicalize it, they see it, experiment, because they are realists, they are those who want to see and touch. They are empirical children. They want to, if you tell them that this thing is, they want to touch it and feel it. If they cannot touch it and feel it, they don't believe. They learn by experience, because they are empirical children. And what are the experience? If you pray, prayer very important. No matter how worse the person is, pray for those your children. That's the primary. And pray and entrust them to God. And know that God loves them more than you love them. So don't kill yourself for them in the term that you want that prayer to change automatically. You want God to answer that prayer and make that person. And when that person is not changing, you lose hope. No. Prayer of St. Joseph, mother of St. Joseph is prayer. Continuous prayer. Wait on God. resting in the divine will, prayer, never to lose hope. That is model of St. Joseph. Then St. Joseph will speak when it is the right time to speak, and speak again when the first speech hit the experimental level. What did I mean? In the model of St. Joseph, you speak to your son and your daughter all the truths you know about life. What they should do and what they should not do. What should be careful. They hear it, but it doesn't enter them. But it will enter them when they hit the wall. They will say, my mother told me this. Whenever you see where 21st century are crying, what they will be crying, their sound of cry is always mommy, 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 or daddy, daddy, daddy. They are remembering, but Asian children doesn't cry mommy, mommy, daddy. They cry from their hearts. Because they are formed, they are man enough. So our 21st century children are always mommy, mommy. They are mommy and daddy. They don't have stamina of their own. Forget about all this noise they are doing. Anything, any serious thing that hits them. Even as an adult, they cry, daddy, oh, daddy, oh, daddy, daddy. But they have no stand, they don't have stand on their own. It is that time they are crying and calling mommy, daddy, daddy, daddy. You will don't abandon them that time. That time is when they are ready to hear that one you said 20 years ago. Repeat that one you said 20 years ago. To not enter their mind. Do you hear what I said? Yes. So then you know that God is about to answer your prayer. That experience is because they learn by experiment. So they have taken advantage of that thing. For example, if that child commits something that will take him to prison, don't bury him. Let him go there and experience it. While he is about to enter the prison, repeat that thing you told him before. That is when it will sink inside his head. And don't trouble yourself. Because God loves them more than you love him, more than you love them. But if you don't know this truth I'm talking, they cry, mommy, mommy, mommy. You want and go and bail them out. They will continue to be alive they are doing because they don't get that experience. That experience does not penetrate. Are you there? So that is how you model St. Joseph aloud. That is experience it. Learn this message well. Let it sink inside you. That is children of 21st century. Prayer and silence and act. So I will still talk about this silence, which is the second model of St. Joseph. St. Joseph is known by prayer. He prayed. Pray more earnestly. Even though the Bible does not reveal much about St. Joseph or talk about his life, but from the mystical experience and those who have come to know St. Joseph is a prayer warrior. Because he's praying, that is when he had that's when we were able to have the dream of the angels. And be able to listen to the voice of God when God speaks. And hear God and take action when he needs to take action. And maintain his action. Prayer. Any father that does not pray may not withstand the tension and the pleasure of this time. You will die young. The way to live long is prayer. Carry your anxiety and your trouble and turn to God. Because the time between when your son will gain experience and hear your word, that gap, that lapse is a very long time that needed the grace of patience, which comes through the grace of prayer. You need to wait. And you equally see hope when there is hopelessness in the reality. You are seeing hope. You see this your son or this your daughter, it's like it is gone, nothing good will come out of it. you still believe that God will do something somewhere. Only prayer can support such a father. Only prayer that can make that change to be, that waiting to be possible. So if you don't pray, if you don't know how to pray, if you cannot pray, you will be spending that period, that gap between the time of that time of waiting. You will be spending it with tension. And that is where heart attack will come to a father. Before that year, God will save that year children. You have already contracted incurable disease in your heart. Your heart is already breathing. You will no longer live long to see the blessing of that child again. You die off with time because you are carrying it in the heart. You did not allow God's grace to be there to support you. Precious God of Jesus Christ. I don't know, this thing I'm teaching is, you are making meaning to you. Because I have to tell you everything. If I finish telling you all these three that is cold, that standing here, they are men. Whenever the other ones come, you will teach them. They will hear it. So, now, let me talk a little about silence before I go to the other quality, the other model of Saint Joseph. What is silence? I don't mean empty silence. I mean silence with joy. Silence that accompanies two virtues, peace and joy. You need to possess silence that is accompanied with peace and joy. And what will help you as a father to cultivate these two virtues is enjoy that which you learn, you know how to do well. But let it not be betting. Let it not be drinking. Let it not be bad thing. Find a good thing that occupies your attention. Why? In order to learn how to cultivate silence. It may be beautiful, it may be reading a beautiful book. You may be listening to music that can help you. That anything good, that is not betting, that not been drinking alcohol, the other things. Even if it is cooking, enjoy it, do it. And even if it is farming, that is what you enjoy doing, go into it. Training of animals, anything that will help you to keep your mind and body peace and joy, do it. Let it be useful thing. Find something. It may be acting, maybe painting, maybe building a basket. Anything you feel, you are not doing it necessarily because of money. You are doing it because of hobby and passion. You must have such a thing. If you don't have such a thing, the world will give you one. May even give you drinking or betting. You know, every evening, you see an old man, he will go to where Kai does that and take, before you know, he has already developed that character by taking one bottle, two bottles, then you finish there, you will no longer know the road of going home because you did not cultivate something that will keep the vacance. We close that gap. If it is book, enjoy reading the book. If it is music, enjoy reading the music. But it must be good. If it is farming, after some time you go to your farm, look at what you plant, how it is growing, it keep silence and peace up. Silence. Joseph has a hobby of carpenter that made him, when those times to keep silence comes, Joseph will be able to take his hammer and his whatever saw and go and begin to make some change, do something to make his silence peace. And why is silence? Among the virtue of Joseph, one of the things that made Joseph to be a senior man, a man of high caliber and quality, is because of silence and the power of secrets. Joseph knew how to keep secret. In fact, including God himself, God trusted Joseph. God trusted Joseph because of the power of silence and the ability to keep secret within himself. that made Joseph a full man, that the Holy Spirit handed over his wife to him. Take care of this daughter of my spouse. Keep it for me in the world. No man. It's not easy for you to hand over your friend, your wife. But Joseph, the Holy Spirit was able to confide with Joseph and say, take care of my wife. And Joseph was able to do it and do it well. I don't know how many of you can hand your wife to your best friend. So it is how difficult it is. But Joseph was found worthy to take care of his spouse, the wife of the Holy Spirit. And he kept it and silent. And what is this silence that we are talking about? Silence is of two ways. Silence when you are provoked, which the first part I will talk, which is the word of the model, and silence over what you have power to say, which is secret, ability to keep secret. It says due to different power of silence, they are not the same, and they don't have the same category. Silence when you are provoked is what most people feel as a powerful one. Which of them is more difficult to keep? Which one? Silence when you are provoked, and the silence when some secret is entrusted over you. Which one is more difficult to keep?
The one
When you're provoked.
Huh?
When you're provoked.
When you are provoked.
the one that
If people are big now, I could have given you a conference. Go and discuss it. Anyway, you are going to go and discuss it. The two things you are going to discuss. Which one is more difficult? They hand over a secret into your hand and say, keep silent, don't say this. Or somebody provoke you and want you to talk.
When I'm provoked,
Keep
that one is difficult.
Where do you are provoked?
It's difficult to keep quiet about it.
Okay.
Secret you can.
But in reality, in the real reality, the hardest one is when a secret is handed over to you to keep. It is anyone who can keep silence when a secret is handed over to you can easily keep quiet when it's provoked. Because it is even when you are provoked that you will say that thing that is handed over to you, that you supposed not to say. You will not say it. You will not say it.
I've done that, your brother. After I said our business with one man. One man gave me business. I shouldn't tell the person that introduced me to him. And this person, I see the person every day. On this Fulani man that gave me the business, provoked me. And I said that he gave me business to do without, telling him. And I said that was the end of the contract, everything I'm getting from that guy.
So that's true. That's true law. It is not easy to keep secrets. The greatest and most powerful nation in the world is governed by secrets. America is strong because of the power of their secrets. If their secrets is unfold, even the smallest nation can defeat them. But they build that secret. A business is most successful when the designer build the business, the person that designed this business, build that business in parts. You know what you're supposed to know. Each person knows what he's supposed to know. This person knows what he's supposed to know. But nobody knows the whole trend. Only the designer knows the whole trend. And that is the secret of Mossad. And that is the pattern how Mossad is being built. You see a chain of message, because if they break one person, they will not be they stop on that knowledge. They will not be break other channels. because it is built in compartmental form. So if you break in the middle, you don't get this side, you don't get this side. You only get the information. So you don't even know the next person you are dealing with. The person who is working, doing something now, doesn't even know the next person he's dealing with. Because the person who designed it, but in order to get the massage, you only get the designer, which is not always easy. And you don't even know where the designer is. Who now see everything at a go, and it is behind the scene, never see him. Never see him in existence. And they can never explain that this is the person who designed it. That is the secret of great powers and grace. If you have a business and you want that business to succeed without you being there, you compartment the business. The person that is only one person is bringing the goods. The person that bringing the goods is not the person selling the goods. The person selling the goods is not the person receiving the money. The person receiving the money is not the person paying the money into the bank. If you're able to break the chain of the business that way, you don't need to look for those who will have. You just build a chain. If you want to catch anybody at his own domain, you can catch that person, handle that person, and the person cannot deny it because the person will not be able to liaise with the other side. He doesn't even know the document that is.
All so that I can compete because I got. One thing, if he doesn't know like the way that I trading, now I'm regretting because the person in my shop now knows every life. That is because it's easier for him to just understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Anything I'm doing, I like what he knows. For what you're saying, the best thing is the people that cashier should just do their own. People that will sell should do their own.
Yes.
Not one person knowing.
No, one person. So that person that knows everything is the person you give power. You cannot excel, you cannot increase. You have given the power. That person that has the business. Break the business, break it. Because secret is business.
And those you are supposed to be training to become traders like you. How do you train them on one and don't train them on
No, the person, you get somebody. The person, let me example that. You are selling something. That person that is selling, you are selling this Bible. The person that is selling this Bible does not even know where you are buying this Bible.
Okay.
He doesn't have anything to do with it.
If he knows everything.
He doesn't need anything to know about. The only thing he needs to know is how to sell this Bible. That this Bible is 20 naira, sell it 20 naira. This Bible 30 naira, sell it 30 naira. Doesn't know where you're getting this Bible. That is true. That is the business. Now, the person that is the person that is bringing this does not have any asset, doesn't have assets with the person that is selling it. You have somebody who receives it, who does not sell it. Who hand what you receive over to those who are selling it. His only work is to receive it and stock it and then push it to this place. It takes a time to build, but once you build it. So if you want to employ somebody, you are employing somebody, tell the person his limit. This thing will come, you receive it. Then submit receipts of whatever you receive here. Or even before that thing comes, you have an accountant who is only, their work is accounting work. They can only come to the store and check whether what is in the store is complete or not. You may seem to have more payment, more information, but at long run, you save more than what you are paying. Because the money you will be saving in stealing, it will be more than the money you are paying.
I'm not only stealing. Let me give practical experience. That you understand this thing. If somebody in my shop now, I'm saying the devotion book, we know that I'm getting it from here, and he has access to this place. And he's selling. Somebody will come in my shop and say, I need 50 of this. They will put it in the shop, 30 naira. He may call the person later and say, don't worry, give me 25 naira, I'll get it for you. Just call these people, they will send, get me something. He will sell it. So he's in the shop doing his own business, not for me. Because he knows where I'm getting those things. You want TV, he will tell you, oh, we're selling in the shop 135,000 naira, but I can give you 130, but you call me at night. You just make call where I'm getting it from. Tell them to supply the physical place. They pay money to the account. It's in my shop. This business, I'm not getting anything. And this is what I foolishly will be doing, because now I will tell them, thinking that I'm spending time. Look at where I'm getting it. Call the person, they will call you. You understand? I just realized that I'm handing over everything I do to. That's why you travel, you come back, they will tell you nothing. Because
that is exactly what you build. Once you're able to compromise, put their business into that and seal the secrets, you remain strong, you remain powerful, you'll be able to move on. Why Iran is taking time to destroy is that America has not break up their state. They compartment their government. Their government is built in block. They don't build there. So killing one person, like 2 persons they kill today, definitely will affect the government. You understand? But they will not completely destroy the government. It will take time. For America, the only way America can destroy Iran is very simple. Is to look for the what they call it, the chain, the designer, the person that designed the system, which is not in the public. That rule that designs it, once they strike that designer, who have all the link, because most of the people in one compartment who does not know what is in the other compartment. And that is exactly what Israelites are doing. America is busy bombing and destroying assets and this thing. Then Israel, who are the master designers and who knows this thing I'm talking, who know how Mossad is being built, they are breaking the real chain.
The components.
They are broken it so that at a point in time, even if they come together, this person is still selling, is still holding this thing. This person is still selling. At a certain point in time, there will be a breach. This person will not know how to transfer this thing to this person. This person will know how to transfer this person. So if they're able to breach the two bridge, the source of supply is no longer there. And there will be a confusion, overlapping. Only the Israelites know this, and they know where they are going, and they know where they are bombing. Each bomb has a mission. And if they did not throw that bomb to get what they are targeting, they take it back. They don't waste any bomb. No bomb is waste. Any bomb that lands in Iran destroys something. That is why it is there. So, why did I shift to this angle? I shift angle on the 2 questions I asked you. Which of the silence is more difficult to keep? To keep silence when you are provoked, or to keep silence when secret is handed over to you and say, maintain this silence. You will almost all of you answered, when you are provoked is more difficult. And I now said, no. The most difficult silence is to keep is when a secret is handed over to you and say, don't speak, don't say this. Keep this secret. It is the most difficult silence to keep. But all of them are hard and painful. So in the model of St. Joseph, in training the 21st century, with all the difficulties you have, if you really want to live long, the first one you will do is that you have to learn how to keep silence. And retire to those things that give you joy, that is not wine and betting. Because the difficulties will come through your children. They must provoke you. Provoking is every day, every minute, every second. You refuse to act. Don't say any funny thing, especially cursing. The voice of the Father is powerful. You hear what I'm saying? The voice of the Father is what? Powerful. there is power in the world because they have your blood. You have power to bless and you have power to curse. That is why the blessing that Jacob stole from the father, Isaac, through the advice of the mother, was irreversible. Even the Bible in the New Testament has to make a reference. After so many tears of Esau, that blessing was irreversible. Esau was still giving small blessing, but not to take that blessing of the first son. Don't curse your children. Don't say something out of anger, because it is easy to speak out, but not always so easy to retrieve those words back. Those words, even your wife, don't curse them. Rather, let the word come from your mouth be blessing, blessing, blessing. Instead of not doing anything, when the blessing cannot come out, keep silence when you are provoked. Keep silence when you are provoked. Very, very important. Because there are a lot of people who cannot keep quiet. And that is why a man who cannot keep quiet, you can see some men, the wife will come and talk, you are not talking, they come and grab your neck. This time again, when I don't know whether we will treat the women of 21st century. The women of 21st century, if you marry her, be more, they slap.
Yes.
They slap easily.
I saw it.
They slap easily. Women of 21st century. I don't know, the person who will speak about it, they talk about it. A man will talk, it does say that men should not beat their wife. But these women of 21st century can wake up and go, before you know it, what will you do?
I'll beat somebody up.
That is where you will fail it. And that's what he wants. He wants you to beat.
Yes.
So that he will go down and carry many things and beat down and call police. And know that because of feminism, women are favored. Let something kill you, there's no camera that captures that you are the first that she is the first that beats you. She will turn the feet upside down and say, you beat me. That's how you have been beating me. All the women like her will gang up and they put you in prison. That is the women of the 21st century. And that's why we should not allow ourselves to be provoked and then we speak or act. Silence. Power of silence is necessary, very, very important. Very, very, very important. I don't even know how I will make it to you. Joseph can never, there's nothing we do to Joseph that Joseph will react back or begin to talk. And let me equally say this as a way that you must take it serious. It is only when you talk, when you open your mouth and talk and begin to talk, that more anger will come, that the hand will raise, and then you begin to. And that's why I say, learn the words of Joseph. Go when the woman begins to talk about it, go to. Some of them might even come to that thing they see. Maybe you are one who is praying or piano. You feel like the woman is what you are going to try to calm yourself down. You carry the piano on the ground. Jesus Christ. It is not easy for men in this age. That's why most of them are who doesn't know how to manage it are getting blocked up. That is somebody put on the road, you have heart attack and die. So we must come to this type of conference to discuss how to live 21st century life as men and live long and be happy. So this is exactly what we do. Then the other one I have already mentioned, let me summarize it, is when secret is handed over to you, especially the secret your wife keep in your hand, or friends or whatever, if you want to live long, don't break it as a man. Because if you are angry or other things, what happened, never happened, you eventually go and lose anger and break it. You lose a relationship. If it is something concerning your wife, you lose that trust as a man. And it is only by the special intervention of heaven that the trust, because trust comes even before love. Trust is the last thing that makes love perfect. When somebody can love you without trusting you, but when somebody loves you and trusts you, it is no longer afraid of you. So that person can as well confide on you. Love is now perfect. But if love loses trust, he still loves you, but he don't trust you. He cannot give you anything. There is a friend that trusted, wanted to test the wife. They had a very big amount of money in the hand of the wife to know whether. But the wife, they lose it and mess up the money. Not even the wife, maybe the fiance, somebody will mess up the money. And the person feel betrayed. He loved the woman, but he does not trust the woman. Yes, the family will live together, they can build together, but they cannot save together. An important document may not be handed over to that woman because he doesn't trust the woman. So, it is possible to love without trust. But perfection of love comes when trust is built in love and no more fear. Love becomes perfect. And that is the first truth. And one can break this trust by breaking the secrecy, silence, something they ask you to keep silence. Our lady is really perfect in that. Many things we have in the Bible, we recorded that she put all those things in her heart and ponder over them. Men should learn to put things in their heart and ponder over them. It gives you power to become a senior man. And what makes it most senior man is when those secrets is kept. So in the model of St. Joseph, learn to hear many things and say little. When your children come to you and confide on you their weakness and their these things, never use those things to speak to them when you are correcting them. Especially when you are correcting them in public. Give them that sense of responsibility so that they will have more power to confide on you. One of the things many fathers have lost why their children confined to outsiders is this power of secrets. Your daughter come and tell you something, so don't tell mommy. And you notice that he tested you many things, and truly you did not tell your wife. You keep it. You have become a spiritual guide of that your daughter. Because they watch. If it is the mother that he noticed that the mother will not speak, can keep secret, he will say many so say, don't tell that. If the mommy or any of them, any of the parents now break that trust, that children will no longer tell any of you. You will go and tell your uncle who you feel that they can confide. Say, don't tell my parents. Don't you see parents, children who are doing like that? The reason is that they don't have confidence on you. They don't have confidence on you enough to entrust their secrecy, their confidence, their personal life onto. Fathers should be to develop those so that you don't sell your children, you don't push them outside for them to build their trust outside. Very, very important. It happens even in information house in many places. Don't use what they tell you in private, in confidence, to speak in public or to correct them, it's going to push those children outside you and outside the family. They begin to see mentors and people they will confine very far away from your home. Very important. In the model of St. Joseph, I have mentioned prayer, I have mentioned silence, and before I mentioned secrecy. Now, I hope time is not going too far. What is, maybe I take more 5 minutes. Like I'm taking, yeah, I'm taking more time. But, okay. In the model of St. Joseph, the father, another way to handle the child of 21st century, which is very, very important and which can bring that child together. You haven't mentioned those ones I mentioned, which is still in the same line, is what we call counseling or dialogue, not condemnation or judgment. 21st century does not want judgment and does not want condemnation. Reason for them not to don't want, in the ancient child can accept condemnation and use it to cry overnight and be sorry and other things. They can accept scolding. You can talk to the ancient child of old. Tell him everybody scold him and beat him and do all these things. They can, and he will go back and regret. But 21st century doesn't like this. The reason is this: when you judge 21st century, he will say that you are judging him or her in your own understanding, you don't understand him. That what you are saying is in your own head. That there are many senses. You didn't understand me. It's because you are the way you are thinking. Why are you judging me? Did you know me? Did you know what I'm suffering? You are judging me, Daddy. I don't bother you. That's how you judge, because you are from old brain. We don't pass that level. That is not what is reigning now. All your judgment will fall into crash. Don't judge. And you don't scold. You don't condemn. That is, you want to push it, condemn them. This, you will go to hell, you will do this. You say, okay, give it, I will die. It's my death, not your death. Whatever you want, I have started to do this. You don't, that is why many men are getting into the road. You don't push them. But as I told you before, with prayer, the initial one I said, that 21st century children are those who does not hear things well. They believe in, what they believe in is, because they have empirical head, empirical brain. If they believe what they thought, what they feel, experience teaches them more than word. This is the first thing I mentioned at the life of a 21st century. So as a father, you don't wait until, you have to wait. You have to give them time to experiment it. They can experiment it in a hard way. They can experiment it in a soft way. And whenever they experiment it, allow that experiment to penetrate. I mentioned it, do not.
Yeah.
Don't go and bury them. If a person, you are advising that boy, do this. And he gets to the point of going to prison. Let him go to that prison and come out. Because as he's crying, Daddy, are you leaving me here? I used to go there and test it. When you come out, as he's going, he said, remember I told you this. So as you are entering inside this prison, remember all that I tell you there. Go there and let this thing I tell you sink inside your head. Let it enter that place. So you become a man. Not because you need to plan, so let me bring him out. If you bring him out that time, the thing has not entered inside there, he will go back to that. He will go back to that thing because the thing has not penetrated in there. So the same thing with scolding. If you scold a child or judge the child will push it back. The method of 21st century counseling of the child is dialogue and counseling. Dialogue and counseling. Try to understand him or her. Try to even if you don't understand him, try to put him or her in your shoes and feel that you understand it. Let me give you a simple example because it's very good. These things. If people are busy, big, you can still do it. I'll give you an experiment. Go and check, give you some questions, discussions. You see how your daughters will react. Let me give an example. You want to stop your child from wearing pants and going to market. This time around, girls can wear pants. I mean pants, and not trousers. I mean pants that end here. You can wear it and wear black that end here, and freely move from here to Lagos. Then you feel like you want to correct this your son, their daughter. So stop this. You will make the fool of yourself if you judge them and condemn them. You will make fool of yourself. But if you want to get something, call her and tell her, the special name you call her. If you call her Omaricha, Beauty, that is her name now. You say Beauty, Omaricha, Beauty. Why do you like dressing? Is these mosquitoes are they not attacking you? Are you not feeling good? You start from there. so you will not, Daddy, no. You may be like some of them will even be in AC. That is, they will feel cold. You see the thing like this. They prefer the cold than the fashion. That 21st century child, they prefer that cold. If you try to, maybe you not get your clothes and give them to cover it, they will see you as living enemy. They will correct it for you when they finish and come out where that AC is not. They say, please take your thing. They will not even appreciate that thing you did. That's 21st century. Then you begin a dialogue. So, Manager Beauty, is it that you can't buy a better clothes? Or that what is the why should we can I help you, give you some more so you get a better clothes? This one is it's not covering the back. He said that I know you all these things this is a fashion that is learning on this. This is our new fashion. You calm down. You don't make it. You have to go down. You have to don't take it in a haste. You have to follow her logic to be able to penetrate to the point where you will be able to convince her by dialogue that it is not this thing. Okay, why do you dress this way? Is it for men to see your back? Or to see your laps? Or to see what? Is it think that, is it because it is what is ready? Do you like that your husband will like you? Have you found somebody who will manipulate? Yes, your husband like this way you are dressed. Say, my husband like you. And you don't go to them and say, will you like your daughters to be dressing this way as well? Some of them will dress that way. They not even like their own daughter to do that. Then you need to go inform her. If your daughter is dressed or anybody dressed and music is abused, why? There's a way you go into dialogue. The person will gradually begin to see. And if the dialogue is not smooth, it's no longer going smooth. Don't end it in a quarrel. So that you end it in such a way that you will have time to begin the discussion again at a smoother level. One of these, you may be drinking it with the cups of ice cream on the table. It must be discussed it must be discussed in a platform that is firm, that is conducive to digest it. If that daughter loves you, you can invoke the power of the love he has for you to touch his conscience a little. He says, daughter, you know that I don't like these things you are. If the person loves you. Or I said, you know that I don't like you dressing this way. And I feel ashamed when my friends comes around that you are dressing this way. You are appealing, you are not using one type of fallacy, you are using appeal of the, you are begging the question based on the love he has for you to touch the heart first. For her to see what you are doing. Why can't you begin to dress proper? If it's money, I can give him money. I am a people come and see. They should see my daughter as a responsible woman. How can I fully introduce you with this nakedness to my friends? you are doing it, the person will say, okay, Daddy, I will learn to change. If you dress well and not, I say, Daddy, see me, this one, is it okay? You better believe me, okay. As you like, this one is okay. I said that level of change. Don't want to have to change complete at a go. Oh, Daddy, thank you. Daughter, thank you. See my daughter. This is my daughter. And a woman, a young lady growing, because the whole aim of dressing that way, the whole logic of dressing naked, is because of the approval of the modern time. That is what the modern time prays. And when he sees that the father is praising her based on this type of dressing, automatically, because the driver of the fashion is not because she likes it, but because of what people like. While the outsiders are praising. And we have never taken time for once in her life and praise her when she dressed well. So nobody even praised her when she dressed well. So she is lacking that praise. And then she goes out, people are now praising, all these bad boys of the modern times. They know how to praise a girl when the girl dressed bad. They will blow your head with all sorts of praise. And such a lady will now see herself, I am now welcome. The world is now admiring me. I have the courage to even wear pants and come out. Everybody is here and now. They see no lady. They will tell her, baby, you are there. Baby, character, you are a strong woman. You are beautiful. Baby, you are, everything is okay. You are a hot lady. The lady will be happy because the social world is praising her on her nakedness. But none of the children of God has ever seen a woman who decently dressed and praise her, because every woman needs praise. And tell her, baby, you are there. I love your dressing. Admire your dressing. How many? Now that you see it and you move your head, your eyes. And the lady see that nobody seeing me. Oh, let me dress the way people will see me. And they follow me. So the father began by appreciating her daughter first. When she dressed a little bit, okay, you are really a beautiful woman. So when you praise your daughter in that level, you are now correct. You are already going to the level of change. But it will never be automatic. You have to be exercise patient. The model of St. Joseph would be you have to be patient and allow this formation to last and deepen. Precious blood of Jesus Christ. I will not go forward. If we can still have more discussion. So as time goes on, we'll go into it. If there's more question that comes on, we can answer more. But the final part I will put in is having help your children, having work for your children, having bring them closer, having done everything. The only piece of consolation you have, where you will put your trust for reward, is not on your children, but on God. Any father that places his or her reward, complete full reward on your children, will have heart broken, have heart attack. None of your children can pay you back all that you have done for them. no matter whatever, how you do it. None of your children will pay you half of what you have done for them. Every father must know this. Your joy should be the joy of the cross, that you have given them life, that you have made them be, that they are what God wants them to be, that God is already blessing them. Don't ever wait beyond when they think. When each of them come up, you begin to, if they give you something, they see you by surprise and thank the person. Don't prepare your mind, because what kills a man is not what he does not have, but what he desires to have and does not have it. That is what destroys a man. In fact, that is what causes heart attack. If a man does not have yam to eat, and he doesn't desire to eat yam, he's even waiting for whatever comes. If it is cocoyam, he can eat it, or corn, he can eat it and manage his life. He can even pick pan kernel and eat and go up. But if a man is waiting for pounded yam, special pounded yam, and waiting for a goosey soup or a special or soup with some quantity of meat inside, and a woman or the child come with what do you call it? Come with a soup with bitter leaf, maybe with fish and one ice fish there. And also have a soup. He would have preferred not to say anything and take pancana than to see this food, which is not to the level of his. In fact, he will begin to have us. The man will going to have us because your stomach will not like that. That is not your expectation. He will be disappointed. The food will not. Even if you eat it, it will not make any sense. Those who doesn't have any food at all will be more better than you who have. But what you have does not reach your expectation. Very, very important. I have seen a man in one village. He's expecting the son to buy a car for him. The son came back and buy a machine. This man went inside and had stroke. That's not what he said. He called the guy, the son of the people, who disappointed me. Even if, don't you see the one that have 3 legs to give me? Why is it? Because the man has machine. He knows how to drive machine. He has been using machine to train the children. So you want to take me back to where I started? Okay, Chiku, you disappointed me. He went inside. They headache from there. In the morning, they rushed him. It's already, he has already stroke. Don't desire. So if you want to live, your reward should be God, who you are serving as a father. Joseph never asked Mary or God to pay him back all that he suffered to take care of Mary and Jesus. Be contented. And what do you do? Take good care of yourself for your contentment at their level. Celebrate your day with the little you have. Don't wait to live. Begin now to live. A father. Because knowing fully that neither of your children will actually pay you back. Begin now to live. Anything you have, celebrate your children. Let it not be if you go to market and the market did not sell well that day. You come, you ask everybody at home. You beat everybody. You make the house be on fire. Celebrate. If you go home and see, if you are coming home and see a good fresh fish, buy it. Tell them to prepare it for you. And let you see the head when everything is done. You can see the head there so that you enjoy it with your children. If you are taking some good wine, get it with your children and celebrate it. Celebrate your life. Celebrate each day. Celebrate your birthdays. Celebrate your days of survival. You mark a day God saved you from accident. Remember it. Call your children. Celebrate. Celebrate in your table. Be happy. Because if you are waiting for when you are everybody waiting for when they will reward you when they may not. You have to live. If eventually they came with any form of celebration, enjoy it. Add it to the one you already celebrated. And don't eat in secret. Don't enjoy in secret. Enjoy with your children. Enjoy well. Just enjoy fully. There are many men who will go and eat and clean mouth. Don't do that.
Not the river.
No.
As I will drop the outside, I enter the other way to do.
Don't eat and clean mouth. It's not a good celebration because you are not celebrating freely. Come home, celebrate with your children. Celebrate. That is, I remember in the olden days, you know why their fathers live long? Because as a hunter, when they kill the animal, everybody has their parts. The father knows his own. Nobody touches that one that he has for the fight. So he sits down, he share everybody, and he eats. He does not share everything and remain idle. People respect. That particular.
When you bring it up now, the wife will take everything. You don't even like what I do.
No.
You buy something, she will be the one that will
No.
give it that you want.
That is what I want to tell you. When you want to celebrate, when you give instruction as a father, you buy, just like yesterday, I'm coming, somebody, I'm trying to say, he bought two glass cutters. One of my friends, so I told him to buy one for me. Then he bought big one. Then I now told the other one to dash me the other one for other boy. They said I should bring 5,000. That he doesn't have money, want to buy something, want to buy some drink. I give 5,000. Then I carried two glass cutters. Yes, I did. So I came to the gift sister. Said they should prepare Jimmy miracle for me this night with that small one. And let the head. They told me they are doing Lent. I said I'm not in Lent meeting now. That I'm going to eat. I said I thank God that all of you are in Lent. So that meat will be free. So I now give the brothers the other one. You give instruction what you want. Prepare this thing for me. I want to eat this. And they prepare it for you. And tortoise pursue claim to have the owner of the two palm oil. He struggled that he owner of two. But in his mind, he is preparing that one. If one is given to him, he's okay. But he's trying to say he's the owner of the two. If you know your wife, and you know that your wife, if you say, divide this thing into two, he should, the wife will do all that. He say, prepare everything for me. If he takes some parts, you don't worry. I think the person that come has already reached the one we are expecting. I don't know what I get what I say. So you project everything, hoping that at least before everything, at least half of the meat will reach you in the end. And you enjoy it. But if you say, give me half, they may only give you one leg.
When you talk about Daisy children, the wives, you realize that the wives are more troublesome than the current wife. You give them instructions, they will say, okay, no problem. Then they will, but you want to celebrate or something. They will do it. They will not argue with you. When you want to ask, what is it? That's what there's something you said now. I said, I wish I knew this in earlier. When you desire, because if you give something to children, you desire, hey, now
they will do
everybody will eat well. You know, everybody will come and put some in the freezer, do some. You'll be waiting. You won't tell your time until that time you're going to dine to eat that. It will be opposite what you want because I realized something so anger.
That is exactly why I tell you. I use this last. If you know that your wife is that way, you haven't studied your wife that way, then giving that instruction, what you need is half. If you eventually now prepare all of them and say, you like to eat meat, finish it. You relax and finish it. Some can do it. So you know your mind. You must be systematic and know. That is why you should avoid anger and anxiety. Let no one disturb you. And the man of today, if it is food, then surprise them once. Enter kitchen. Prepare what you want. And that is where you will have a problem. That is where the trouble will be. That is where the trouble will be. And that is where, when a woman now knows your weakness, you cannot cook, you cannot do yourself. They will now use that thing you don't know to do guy for you. Now if I'm already hungry, you say you want to deny me food, I cannot. I will go and prepare it. Before you even come back, I give you your own. Before you already see me, I prepare it the way I prepare it. Once you create a time, you don't even need to rush out or that. Create a time, go to market and buy it, and just return home. Set up everything and prepare.
If you are not banned
to enter the kitchen. No, nobody bans you.
I was banned to enter the kitchen.
Some of these things, it's lost
Sometimes it's better than you. So I was banned to stop to never to enter the kitchen.
Like what that is.
You ask them to leave the path.
Like what that is saying now, that's true. Lots of cultural values. Like, most of those of us who are from Benue, it's a taboo for a young boy who is coming up, to always be around the kitchen. So you see, you come to Benue State, you ask a team man, sorry to say that daddy can testify to that. You come to, a wife give birth today, after 3 days, you see the woman in the kitchen. Others is wrong to see a woman. That is why, mother culture, you see the mother going for Omugo and all of that. But in our own case, there is nothing like Omugo. It's just these days that we're copying from other cultures. But before now, there is nothing like Omugo. My mother will give birth. After 3 days, she comes, and everybody will see it.
Before the 21st century.
Because I'm born in these days. Because the man doesn't know how to cook. Yeah. We're talking about this issue that, okay, maybe if a father see you going close to the kitchen, because this loss of cultural values now that is causing all of these things. Mm. So now, if you cook this food, the man, others outside may not eat, but the man and the children will still eat. Now coming to what brother was trying to address, these same cultural values. In my place, if you, for instance, you are a visitor, and the chicken is prepared for you, they will first of all introduce that chicken to you, bring it and then show you, you accept it. As they prepare the chicken, everything, including the head, the leg, everything is brought to you. You are the one that will now pick the parts that you want to eat. After picking those parts, then you return the remaining one to the woman who prepared the food. That is where they can now share the children. If not, if the children want to eat before you, they will eat the soup without meat. So the woman has no right to go and tamper, to touch any of the parts when the visitor has not eaten that meat. I think it's still practiced every day. So, if you come to the village now, Barnabas is the head, or you are the head. Even if you are not there, maybe you sent some persons. Now we are here representing St. Joseph, Friends of St. Joseph. And then we have the leader of St. Joseph, Friends of St. Joseph, who is not here. And the goat is prepared. The heart of that goat, there's some part that must go back to him. Even if he's not here, they must take back to show him that, okay, this is what we received, this program we attend. So if those cultural values are still kept, there is no way a woman prepare food, the husband is there. Like the gizzard in my place, the elder eat the gizzard. Whether he is there or not, you keep it. So you can't go and carry it to give a little boy. They prepare the food, the little boy go and carry it. The mother will beat the hair out of you. So some of the loss of these cultural values that is bringing about all this. So if we see train our children, teach them these things. This one, don't touch it, even if you're not there. It's for your father. No matter what, the daughter will not touch, the son will not touch. Even the woman herself will not touch it. Because this is where the elder will
Some of those cultures have a disadvantage. In my culture, for example, if you kill a chicken in the family, it is the man that has to eat the leg. This part of the leg. The two of them. They don't negotiate. And then this something inside. Right? The danger, the trouble in it is that we buy so much chicken in the house that by the time they reserve all the disciplines for me, for goodness sake,
Nobody reserves for
I don't want to have any more of it. And I told them, enough is enough.
Anyway, the message we are emphasizing for me to round up here is this: that we should make yourself happy. 21st century can turn the children, can turn everything upside down. You kill the chicken, you finish everything. What will you do to still remain happy? And that's why I bring the last part of it. You celebrate your days. Make your life happy. You can still instruct your children. You may have 3 children. All of them may not be bad. There will be 1 or 2 who can instruct you. You can call them on phone and say, okay, I send money, please buy this and buy this, and I want to eat this and this. I need this type of food. Eat well. That's your daughter may be happy that the father is sending me to go to market. You know how your daughter or even your son go to market and buy special things. He's preparing special food for daddy. And when they see you are happy and you are healthy, they themselves will be around you and be healthy. You need health. You need strength to overcome their tension. The tension you are receiving from your children and even your wife and the place of your work, you should apply a equivalent rest and tension reducer. That is something, the happiness to hold it. Then, if you find yourself in debt, because of training of your children, my most advice there is rest your mind. Don't kill yourself because of debt. If the debt is disturbing you and there is anything to settle the debt, sell it and settle it. Go your way. Don't make a debt to cause you heart attack. The next admonition, which is because of time, I have to touch all that was internet. The next admonition is live your life as you are. If you have been a rich man and suddenly something happened, you find yourself low. Don't live in the ego of what people are calling you. You are so rich. To come down and to tell them that you are no longer, you don't even have motor again, you are using leg, whatever. Come down to your level and live normal. If you are in the church, you normally do 1 million naira, 3 million naira, and now things are very hard. You can only do 550 naira, 250 naira. Don't live a fake life. Be contented to the level where you find yourself. Nothing in this world is permanent. No condition in this world is permanent. Richness does not remain forever. Poverty does not remain forever. It's a matter of space and time and change of connection. Because some of us die fear because we don't want to come down to the reality of the position that God is calling us there. The final one is, don't be ashamed to change position in life. If you are living in Lagos and you find out that Lagos is not favoring you because of that, come down to a small village. Carry the knowledge you have in Lagos. Come and establish a local champion in that village. You'll be more happy. Because one of the most important things that is killing people is, how can I leave this place I am? And what do people say that I'm already living in a big city now, but where you're supposed to do better is in a very local village that everybody will call you. Use all the knowledge and the connections you have. For example, you know that if you are in Lagos, you know where to buy things cheap. And if you are living in a Olo here, for instance, then people are needing those things much. And you know that in Anoa, you can make a whole lot of 20 million naira turnover from the local village. And you know where to get it cheap. Why can't you retire to that local place, become a local champion, and you're getting it better in that place? Why are you still remaining there where you have other competitors? This is humility that can help you do it. If you are doing a business and that business is not moving well, don't be ashamed to change to that one business, to another business. And that is why fathers, and advice I want to give you, don't do one single business. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Don't put your business in one platform. Try many business. Even the animal knows this thing I'm saying. Okwa. You know this okwa? Okwa told the stag. If you eat yam, eat the roots. Eat roots. So that if the owner of the farm take the yam, you'll be eating roots. Waiting for when you see yam again. So don't do only one business. Have versatiles of different business. So if this business is not moving, you can easily adjust to the other type of business and move on from there. Create ideas. Don't come on. You are selling. There are some people who are selling phone accessories for instance. That time, you are put your head in phone accessories. Things that change, you are not meeting up. Why can't you diversify to another thing? Why can't you have up to 4 different business ideas? You are trying one or two many things, though you have a one special, and that idea you have, this one, can equally help you in the other one. Don't put your wealth and assets in one form. Diversify. With this, you can overcome the changing time, so that you can easily change when things is no longer favorable in one angle. If you put all your, there's a problem we have in Nigeria. We have it even in my town. I normally have that problem. My town is any type of business one person succeed and get money. The whole village will go to that business. There's a time when it is surgical line. That is when if you go to Enugu today, half of my town men are in surgical line. Everyone. You come to the whole family, everybody is in surgical. I even having a problem of it now. I have one of my senior brother, the first son, nursing. The daughter that senior, nursing. The one that senior, the daughter, nursing. The last daughter, the last born, nursing. Only one child. Okay, 2 now. One is an artist. The other one is studying law. But 4 out of 6 children, they are doing nursing. I can't understand. No, that is not. I know it's a sellable thing. Maybe people are getting money. And now, okay, 2 of them are in UK. But what I'm saying is, it's not the way. We should have diversification. Okay, you know what the problem? If the nursing business grows, 4 will have struggle at a time. That is the problem. 4 will have problem at a time. 4 will have problem at a time and come home. That is the thing. Don't put all your things on one market. Don't do it. So why am I saying this? As a father, do the same in the minor things you are doing. Don't put yourself as you are doing saving. If you can be a market, you have been doing a business like that. You put some of your savings in rice business. It is possible. You store up to 1,000 bags of rice at that seasonal time. That's why I say you don't save your money and put it in the bank. It's a waste of money. At that time, rice is cheap. You store up to 1,000. That money you have, instead of putting it in the bank, you already stored. At a particular time, the money, you'll be monitoring the business. If the rice add up to 10,000 naira, you can sell it immediately and get back that capital. Look for something else that is appreciated. Purchase those things and keep your money there. Don't just carry your money, go and put it in the bank. People will collect his own. Bank manager will collect his own. Agent, before you know it, every transaction will move 50 naira. Before you know it, the whole body will finish. Don't put your money in a feast. No, the true Israelites put their money in that. Either they store it in gold or they store it in all these things that is costly. That's where Israelites put their money. That's where they are richest. While we are thinking of buying a special phone like this, they are thinking of buying a special asset. They don't do that. And there is a last thing that's still in my admonition for survival of men in 21st century. You build a city together. And our devotees, our fathers here, devotees of the Christian Lord, one of their problems they have is this thing I'm saying. And this is one of the reasons why this new generation church is growing faster than the Catholic Church now. And what is that? A tree does not make a forest. In Protestant churches and all these new age churches, if they have 5 doctors, 5 medical personnel, they can team together and build a hospital. If they have 20 professors with their knowledge and have 1 or 2 entrepreneurs who has money, they can team together and build an university. And create job for the others. But in Catholic Church, even in this apostolate, there is lack of trust. People hardly come together to build an empire. But now, individuals want to build an empire alone. And it is always impossible. Even Dangote does not make the money alone. The money that Dangote is pulling out and doing all these things is the individual monies of different big men in Nigeria, in the government money. That is what they put together. Even the bank does not stand alone because they sell shares and put it together. Then, we have a lot of youth depending on us. We have a lot of people who are looking for jobs. Why can't among us, people who are rich enough, come together, who are business-minded persons, build a company together and set it up? Today, the importers are no longer gaining. Those who go to China and import. Those who are now gaining, those who bring the franchise here in this country and build a factory. That are the people who are making it. And it is fast growing that way. So, some rich ones among us should think this way. And remember that the driver for that is not because of the money you even make. But because of the number of generation of people you will be able to give employment and feed through that money. Because no money you have in this world will follow the person to. But if you create something that will live after you, generation to come, people are being paid. People are taking up their life and others. When I was talking to the workers about this water, I now told them that if they think it is because of the money we are going to make here, is the reason motivating here. There are people who are selling this water, this pure water and this one, and they use it to become their livelihood. And they use it to be training their children and live their life comfortable or manage their life and live. You who is producing it, you will think that the only thing you are doing is because you are producing this water. It is not true. You are helping life. You are in the chain of creating people's livelihood. That should be your joy. Not necessarily the money we are paying you in the part of work you are doing and contributing it. You are helping in saving life without knowing. So, the same way I told them is what I'm telling you. If it is possible as well, let there be in future of this mission, within this apostolate, when men will come together, like mind will come together, and set up empires, and set up businesses, and set up factories, create jobs for the less people, and that is part of evangelization, and that can equally help in promoting mission for God, and give you peace of mind when you become whole. May God bless this word in our hearts, as Mama Maria prays for us through Christ our Lord. Amen.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
How can we handle 21st century? Maintain our faith, live long, and wait to see where the end will be.